What's up, YouTube and Team FTK? This is Bystander X79 coming to you with another guest upload for the Team FTK channel. Alright guys, today I'm going to be doing my updated Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile for June 2019. Oh god, guys, this deck just sings. Guys, if you've checked out any of my previous Blue Eyes builds, you know how I like to play the deck. Love dumping a lot of stuff into the graveyard and just going off by getting stuff out of it. Now with a lot of new cards that just came out, the deck really can actually take advantage more of the Chaos engine than before, and that's how I centered this deck around. I took a lot of influence from some of the Guard Dragon builds, just as the extenders with the Chaos Dragons, as well as some of the tech options that maybe some Thunder Dragon players are running. And I can tell you right now, mixing this with Blue Eyes build, oh my god, this deck can actually beat down your opponent. Alright, guys, if you don't believe me, we're going to check this deck out, and I'm going to prove to you guys why this deck is so awesome. Alright, as always, we're going to start off with the monsters. Any good Blue Eyes deck player is going to tell you, you got to run 3 copies of Blue Eyes. You can't run a Blue Eyes deck without 3 copies of this guy in there. Level 8, 3,000 attack points, vanilla beat stick, get you into your Xyz plays, your Synchro plays, your Link plays. Seriously, must at 3. Alright? I also won 3 copies of Dragon Spirit of the Light. Alright? I happen to love this card so much because whenever this card is summoned, you get to banish one of your opponent's spell and trap cards off the field, which is just awesome. Alright, and not only that, but you can tribute this guy off and get a Blue Eyes out of your hand onto the field. And I can tell you now that switch round play can come up a lot. Alright? I'm not running alternative in this deck, primarily because with a lot of the different engines in it, alternative this came up dead the majority of the time. With some of the other tech pieces that I have in this deck, it's easy to turn around and get your hand the right way so you can actually make use of this guy's tribute effect even more efficiently. Alright? So, alright, and last but not least, I am running a Chaos engine, and I have 2 copies of Chaos Dragon living in the air. This guy is just so freaking awesome. Alright? Must first be special summoned by banishing 3 monsters from your deck. It can either be 3 darks, 3 lights, or a mix of both. Alright, and depending on the attributes of the monsters you're banishing to get this card out, depends on the effects. Alright? Alright, alright, so you do 3 light, special summon 1 monster in defense position, special 3 dark, you're ripping a card out of your opponent's hand, and if you do a mix, it's going to be popping cards off your opponent's field, which is just huge. Alright? 8 level 8s, and I can tell you right now, they're rarely dead in your hand, considering with the spell cards I run. Alright, I also run the mini Chaos Dragon engine just as extenders for this deck. I run the 3-2 ratio. There are a ton of light cards in this deck, so that's why I'm favoring Black Dragon Collapse Serpent more than White Dragon Reverend Buster. I like this particular ratio basically because you want to be searching off and thinning out your deck with these cards. Alright? Alright. Another card I love to turn around and have in this deck is the Destrido. Just bringing this guy out by targeting a level 4 monster like the mini Chaos Dragons can get this guy out as a level 3 tuner. You can go into your level 7s, and then with the other support in this deck, you can bring out a level 1 tuner from your graveyard and just synchro off from there. Such an awesome play. Alright, and of course, one of the linchpin cards in this deck, Ame Dragon Brotor. I mean, this guy can special summon himself out from your hand or your graveyard if one of your monsters is destroyed by battle or card effect, which is just cool. Another thing is you can actually activate this other effect where you can target any dragon you control on the field and then be able to search your deck for another dragon of the same another dragon type card of the same attribute, which is just awesome, and add it to your hand. Be able to fix your hands so well with this card And there's a myriad of ways to get this card out onto the field. Alright. 1 White Stone of Legend and 3 White Stone of Ancients. Pretty standard for Blue Eyes build. 7 White Stone of Legends, you search your deck for a Blue Eyes White Dragon to add to your hand. White Stone of Ancients, this card hits the graveyard, you special summoning a Blue Eyes monster from your deck to the field. The majority of the time I summon Dragon Spirit of White off this card just to turn around and get rid of back row, especially if I'm going second. Alright, gotta search out your level 1 tuners, so you got 3 Sages. Alright, another thing about it is that you can turn around, discard this card, and then target 1 monster on the field, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. So it's another way to get another Blue Eyes monster from your deck to your field, which is just awesome. Then you know your deck, that's what this deck has to do. Alright, to help fix your hands, 3 copies of Dragon Ravine. Alright? The effect you're going to be running, discard 1 card, send a card from your deck to your graveyard, load your graveyard. Alright? Awesome card to have. It's necessary. Alright? Of course, I also run 2 copies of Dragon Shrine, which is basically the Foolish Burial for Dragons on steroids. Send a Dragon-type monster to your graveyard, and if it happens to be a normal dragon monster, you get to send another dragon monster on top of that. So that's very easy. You have 6 potential normal monsters in this deck. You have the 3 Blue Eyes, and then of course you have the 3 Dragon Spirit of White, which count as normal type monsters in your hand or in the graveyard. So this card checks the monster that you send after you send it to the graveyard. If it's a normal monster, you get to send that extra monster to the graveyard, which just helps load your graveyard and set your plays up so well. Monster Reborn, which can bring back everything. 1-for-1, damn important card in this deck because this card can get Brotor from your deck onto the field ASAP. So huge. Love this card. Alright. Got a lot of level 8s, so once they hit the graveyard, you can bring them back with Return of the Dragon Lords, which is just huge because when this card is in the graveyard, you can actually banish this card and protect your Dragon monsters from being destroyed by card effects. Alright. Help out with the normal monsters. Summon them on your opponent's turn. 2 copies of Silvercry to help thin out your hand or fix your hand even further. 3 copies of Trade-In. And last but not least, 2 copies of World Legacy Guard Dragon, which just helps bring back Brotor or any of the level 1 Dragon tuners. Alright, and that's it for the main deck. I can tell you right now, the deck sings like crazy. Alright, extra deck. Standard Blue Eyes stuff. 1 copy of Azure Eyes, which can bring back the Blue Eyes or Dragon Spirit of White during your standby phase. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, which basically can lock down your opponent's graveyard, preventing your opponent from activating Dark Attribute monsters' card effects while they're in the graveyard. You can also stop Pendulum summons from your opponent being able to special summon a ton of monsters at once, which is just so freaking awesome. And you can tribute this card off and bring out another Light Attribute Dragon Synchro monster from your extra deck to the field. Alright. Targets for Dragon Spirit. You're either going to run Black Rose Moonlight Dragon or Stardust Spark Dragon. Moonlight Dragon typically is if you have an extender in hand to get another level 1 tuner onto the field so you can synchro up into a level 8. Stardust Spark Dragon is basically there to basically protect itself from being popped by the effect of Spirit. Alright, and synchroing up into Crystal Wing, which is awesome. And of course, if you're going to be synchroing off of the Blue Eyes monsters to actually go into high levels, I also have Cloud Castle. Basically, Cloud Castle allows you to turn around and get out a level, bring back a level 9 synchro monster, which is most likely going to be your Spirit. And then what you're going to do is you're going to overlay them both to go into True King of all Calamities. Alright, Calamities can turn all monsters onto the field into any attribute you want, and then all monsters of that attribute that your opponent's controls have their effects negated. Alright, of course, it can't be a Blue Eyes deck without the Rank 8 package, so you have the Galaxy Eyes Cypher package, Galaxy Eyes Cypher, Full Armor, and Cypher Blade. Still a monster, pop card, pop card. Always good. Of course, you also have number 38, Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy Dragon, basically to negate and absorb your opponent's spells. And then we have your typical links. I have Link Kuriboh in this deck. Awesome card. Contributes yourself to bottom out one of your opponent's attacks. I also have Heraldic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. This card, basically, if you tribute a dragon type monster, you can basically bounce the card off your opponent's field back to their hand. Great interruption. And the last card, the last Link monster that I have in it is the Link 4. This is one of the newest jump promos, and one of the last jump promos actually. Darkness Metal, the Dragon of Dark Steel. Alright, this card is a Link 4 with the same arrows as Saruja. Okay? While this card's on the field, you can target a dragon type monster that's either in your graveyard or banished, special summon it to a zone it points to, and then, yeah, in defense position, and of course the effects are negated. Now, it won't be that much of an issue, especially if you're bringing back a tuner, because even if the effects of the tuner are negated, guess what? The majority of the tuners here have effects that activate in the graveyard, so you don't have to really worry about that. And furthermore, you can just go off into your synchro plays easily. Alright? This card goes tournament legal on July 7th. Okay? So guys, if you got this card in the mail recently, keep your eyes on this, because this card is definitely going to be one heck of a card to be utilizing in mono-type decks. Alright? All you need are 2 or more effect monsters with the same type and attribute, and you're good to go. Alright guys, that is it for my Blue Eyes Dragon Deck for June 2019, guys. I hope you like it. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on this channel, make sure to subscribe to Team FTK, as well as head over to my channel and subscribe there as well. Enable notifications both here and on my channel. Don't forget to enable YouTube notifications so you don't miss any uploads from both me or Team FTK. Guys, until next time, peace.